Greetings, everyone. Another day, another painting. And here we're looking at a brush and ink portrait done with the Zen brush, black ink. Create halftones by mixing that black with some water. And I forget this woman's name, but she was part of the yoga community I was involved with back in the late 70s. And she came to visit us, my wife and I, in 1982. This might be. Let's look at the date on that. 1993 that was. So that was a while later. Anyway, 1993. But I just want to, point out the medium, the personality of the medium. You're looking at a fairly large brush, like 1 inch long at least, and then you dip that into ink, and you go at it. And so she sat for me, and this is so who knows? This might have taken at the most 45 minutes. I remember doing a couple of portraits of her that day, and they were both very different. I don't have the other one up at the moment. Maybe someday I'll do them both, because the aesthetics of spontaneity is very interesting when it comes to portrait. Because as you are willing to let go of how you think it needs to be and has to look like, and you just paint as accurately and directly as possible, you enter into this psychic space, which is the spontaneous in terms of reality. When you note the various tonalities and you're looking directly. Now here you can see the expression. When you just look at the composition at this place, you can see she's not smiling at me for sure. And it's not really a grimace. We'll look a little closer at her expression in a second. But she's looking at me with a fairly critical eye. And if I remember correctly, she too was an artist. And I think that the fact was she had this feeling that I really thought was too full of myself, and I thought too much of myself and my abilities, which, is not hard to have that judgment, I suppose. But the work, here's the directness, the spontaneous. It's not drawn in with pencil first. But let's look at it a little closer again. I may have drawn in with this light halftone first, and then gone back and deepened where I felt appropriate. I'm not sure how that ended up, but that's probably how I did it. But you can see here you have that plane of the medallion on her sweater, whatever she's wearing, her earrings, the circles. You can see how that sets up the perspective a little bit. And the beautiful directness of the hands, for example, just drawn in so simply and directly. But getting back to the expression, here as we look a little closer at it, you can see there's a kind of a deep thoughtfulness in the expression. It's not simply a negative judgment that she's expressing that's being manifested. But the idea is, when you're not concerned with the expression, but you're really concerned with the demands of the medium and that moment of confronting another person in portraiture, there's a great adventure. And if you can let go and be spontaneous and just be concerned with the aesthetic ramifications that you're dealing with in the moment, the be here now of painting, the yoga of paint, the aesthetics of spontaneity, then you get these beautiful expressions that arise quite spontaneously out of that kind of attention and expression. And I'm going to close it there. Hope you enjoyed having a look, and have a great day. God bless you.